an Empire Boxing and Unlearning Network production.
Welcome back to the Empire Boxing Podcast. This is episode 7, and we got the whole squad here. This is an exciting episode because this is actually the opponent to our main event. This is Javon Blackstock, and we've got his manager, his coach, and a teammate, Ty, here today. Welcome, guys. Thank you so much for your time.
How's it going?
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, this is our first remote one here too. So this is kind of fun. I get to experiment this with you guys.
Nice.
Wicked. Let's just jump right into the jugular, shall we? Today we're going to kind of get everyone's like superhero origin story kind of thing too. So let's start with the main attraction. Javon, how'd you get into boxing? Talk to us about that.
Oh, awesome. Honestly, I started, like I said, when I was 26, and there was a gym that's close by our place, and honestly, I thought I was done with sports, to be honest, and just working hard, but I found it. I found it, man, and a lot of people that I know was doing it as well, and I loved it. Right when I walked in, I loved it. So honestly, there's nothing else. There's no other like big story behind it. I wanted to do it, and this is where we're at now.
Now, 26 is a little old, actually, to get into it as a professional boxer as well, too. So your learning curve, were you just a natural? Like, what other sports did you play? I guess would be a great place to start, seeing as you said, you thought you were done. Did you have a sporting background that helped that learning curve be nice and short for you?
Oh my God, absolutely. From elementary school all the way up to high school, I went to college too, played basketball there, but my main thing was basketball. But honestly, like, our family is really athletic. My older brother, my little brother, and we were into sports our whole life. So like from elementary school, high school, college, I was in it the whole time. But like I said,
awesome.
I didn't really fully think I was done. But at that age, like you said, a lot of people might think you are, but no, I didn't. No quit me. No quit.
Yeah, like you leave college sports sometimes as like, in your mid, late 20s, and you're looking around, you're like, okay, well, what's next? Do I just exercise? Like, is this what we do now? And I think that's where CrossFit sucks people in sometimes too, is these ex-athletes who like,
for sure,
think they're done, right? And all of a sudden they're chucking barbells over their heads at a time or something. Now, so you got some good genes, and then boxing just hit you in the heartstrings, and you're like, this is it.
Yeah, like I said, I watch a bunch of sports, and it was definitely up there for sure too. Watched a lot of it, so it's not like I didn't know what was going on or anything like that. But
right.
It was something I definitely just got into. It wasn't the best when I got into it or anything like that, but honestly, there's just no quitting me. So I just kept with it, and people liked what I was doing, and I just kept going.
What position do you play in basketball?
Point guard. Yeah.
Point guard. Okay, so you're fast, you're finesse.
Leader.
Do you find that those same kind of skills you transition to your boxing? Like, I haven't had the pleasure of seeing you fight yet.
Oh, absolutely.
So are you finessed? Are you fast? Are you smooth? What does that look like out there for you?
Honestly, that's a good question, because like I'm not one to like sit here and toot my own horn, but like you have to today. No, yeah, I guess, but
that's the point.
yeah, but yes, to be honest, yes, very quick. Light on my feet and stuff like that, and I think that really does help with boxing. You got to be light on your feet and stuff like that. People won't think that's my style of boxing, not really too too much movement on my feet, but basketball definitely helped. Football, all those sports, soccer. I was into everything, so it definitely helps for sure.
Awesome. Now, Mitchell, how did you get linked up with Javon?
Me and Javon, we call him Junior, so apologies if I call him Junior in the middle of this. But
no, please, all nicknames welcome.
Yeah.
Also, any secrets and stories and juicy nuggets, we're here for those too.
We'll see what comes out later, but
everyone should open a beer probably right about now.
Yeah, I was actually going to say, I don't even think I have any left. But
yeah, that's right. I saw Ty over there. I was like, except for you, champ. Not yet.
But yeah, no, I went to school with Javon actually when I was young. I met him in grade 4, and
no way.
Yeah, so we've been his brother is my best friend, and like we just go way back with the family ties, and my younger brother now is friends with his younger brothers, and it's just our parents know each other, and so it's just when he wanted to go pro, I followed him in amateur. By the way, he did have 5 amateur fights before COVID, and unfortunately that derailed the progress that he was making.
Yeah.
But it was fun to follow. It was great. Got to the Silver Gloves finals in Brampton, was it, Junior? I believe it was.
Yeah.
Brampton Cup?
Yeah. No, it was the Silver Gloves, but was it in Toronto? I can't remember where we fought, but.
Yeah, I was there in Toronto. I forget where, but it was. And
that was a great experience. And then COVID hit, and so then just out of nowhere, he's like, "I want to go pro," and I was like, "Well, I want to do that with you because this is an amazing journey you're on, and you're doing it. Like, look at you, you're 4-1, and he had three knockouts in the amateur, and he was just a great, solid fighter. And I was like, this just looks fine. And I loved boxing. I loved combat sports. I loved sports. Always been a fan. Always played myself. And I just told him, like, if I could be involved and I could be your manager, I will right now. And he's like, yeah, please come aboard. So that's just been kind of how I started in my boxing career anyways.
Wicked. How do you like the boxing biz so far?
It's busier than I thought it would be, to be honest. I thought it was just going to be like get a deal done and just get to relax, but no, not at all.
Yeah, welcome to the fold. It's spicy.
For sure.
And just juggling the fake actors is hard too, but live and learn, you know?
Hey, you have life to thank for all the experience dealing with the fakes. That's what life's for.
Still breathing.
Yeah, exactly. Ty, let's take it to you. Give us your boxing origin story. How did you get started in it?
I started years and years ago in Muay Thai. So I spent my whole life training Muay Thai, MMA, grappling, stuff like that. I ended up having a few knee injuries. So I had to get 2 knee surgeries, and I couldn't really take damage to my legs anymore. So I switched over to just boxing, and I excelled pretty fast at it. So what I wanted to do originally was go into boxing, but I walked into a Muay Thai club when I was a kid by accident. And I kind of stuck with that ever since. But,
and then next thing you know, you're getting kicked in the head, and you're like, did I sign up for this?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it's kind of the knee injuries, I guess.
When did you make your pro debut?
I debuted last November.
Awesome. And how was that experience for you?
Oh, it was good. I mean, I fought Benit, so it was a tough first fight in my debut, but yeah, it was a good experience anyways.
So, and that's sort of what I was digging for. Now, Ty, are you right? Ty, are you working with Javon now to sort of give him a little bit of your firsthand experience of fighting Benit for his
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't think we're going to get the exact same fighter that I fought, so we're not training for the same fighter, but absolutely, I'm going to give him everything I can.
That's smart, right?
Yeah.
Like, you know, regardless, he's adapting and he's changing and he's adapting to you, and simultaneously the dance between you adapting your styles to him and what you think is going to be coming is that's kind of the beauty of it, is like you can spend some time watching someone, but honestly, you don't really know what they're going to bring into the ring. There's more or less like, you know, the physical anatomy of the person is going to lend them to more certain styles and certain aspects of boxing more than others. But other than that, like, you know, you never know what you're going to get in the juggle. So that's very cool. Now, you guys are sparring partners as well as training partners.
Absolutely, okay. Yeah. We're lucky. We're both light heavyweights. So
yeah.
Perfect. Now, Javon, tell us a little bit about, so this is interesting because I saw your post that you made the other day, and it was, you know, saying people, you know, throw shade at you for kind of training yourself and stuff like that. So we're talking about a guy who came into boxing at 26, had 5 amateur fights before COVID, turned pro, and trains himself. Like, that whole mixture is really, really interesting and unique. And I want to know more about that. Like,
yeah, absolutely.
You know, it's honestly like the formula is so crazy. I don't even know what kind of a question I can ask from that. Just tell me more.
Yeah, no, honestly, like you said, like, I mean, it's not too much crazy shade. Like, people, I definitely hear it from people. I heard it. The last person I heard it from was actually the coach I started at the gym with. And and he wasn't like mad at me or anything like that, but he was laying it down like, man, you know, it's a lot different. Like, it's a lot different from training yourself to getting someone in your ear, showing you, teaching you, pushing you to the next like level, all that. Like, and honestly, like, I get that, but like, this hunger I have in me, guys, and it's hard for me to explain because the best words, I just don't quit. I'm not gonna quit. No one's going to tell me something like, oh, I started way too late and I'm not going to do this or whatever like that. Like, okay, yeah, I started a little late, but that doesn't mean that you know what I'm going to do in the ring or whatever like that. But honestly, I think it's a pretty cool story, and like I respect everyone's opinion and stuff like that. But I like what I'm doing. I'm happy with my team. I love these guys, man. They're great guys to be around. Ty helps me out so much. I think I help him out as well, to be honest. And Mitch, like, oh my God, I could go on about Mitch all day. Like, you know, that's my brother there, and it is an amazing story. And like you said, it's hard for you to ask something. It's hard for me to just not stop talking about it, because I mean, it is great. Like, I'm 33 now. People think I'm too old. People think it might be a little late, but not at all.
33 is a great age.
33
It's a great age.
Great
I'm
age.
32, so the 33 is next up.
It's perfect. We're in the good pot here. So okay. So do you see as you progress as an athlete, you know, you have your ups and downs, your wins, your lessons. Do you see you revisiting the idea of having a coach? If like, are you using your feedback in your fighting and the lessons that you're learning as like, okay, you know, like maybe if that's 10, 15 fights down the road, maybe that's 2 fights down the road. Is that something you want to bring into the fold, or you think you're going to try and take this on yourself?
Oh no. Honestly, like that's actually good that you asked. I'm 100% will be getting a coach here soon.
Right. Okay.
It won't be too many more fights. I mean, it might be after this. Who knows? I could probably go get one next week, but I will be getting a coach here soon. I did mean what I said. I love what I'm doing and all that, but there's always there's levels. You know what I mean? There's levels to all this, and like when someone who's been there for so long, like the guy I started with, has been there forever. It's not like I'm not going to learn nothing from him. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to teach me something better. He's going to push me to that next level. So yes, I will be getting I will be getting a coach here soon, but I do love what we're doing. I like this.
And if I could just touch on that point, sorry to jump in, but like, and to prove Javon's point, like his first fight was a knockout in 1:40, so that's an avenue, and you obviously love to have that in your first fight.
Yeah.
And then to go into your second fight and win a 4-round decision is another aspect that you have to also prove yourself in, right? So he's done 2 fairly different aspects already in his early career without a coach. So, and like he said, it's not like he's not learning, right? He's going to learn something from every aspect, from every fight, and regardless if he has that coach or not. And to be fair to Ty, he's a big coach influence with us, right? He's the head corner. He maintains the dressing room for us. He makes sure everything's prepared and ready. You know, I'm just the manager. I just sign the checks. You know, like. That's it, man. Ty's the heart of the corner for sure.
Well, I was going to say I mean, you're getting a sense of coaching with Ty, kind of as a collaborative effort. Like, he's seeing what you're not seeing, and then he's also providing you in-ring feedback, and you guys can probably work on different elements of your game together as you guys kind of adapt and sort of collaborate with each other. So that's really cool. Like, what a unique story. I absolutely love that. Now, let's talk about COVID a little bit, because I think that was probably one of the bigger hurdles that you faced early on in your career.
About what?
Like,
COVID.
Let's talk about COVID.
Oh, okay, yes.
Because that was early on in your career, like smack dab, kind of right at the beginning. Like, how did you guys navigate that? This question's kind of for Javon and Ty together. Like, how did you guys navigate that, continuing his training, getting him to a place where he was confident for his next fight?
You want to answer, buddy, first, or
let's go, Ty.
It's definitely hard to navigate when all your gyms shut down, so you kind of have to find a way to work around
back alleys,
maybe some of the rules. Are we even allowed to say that nowadays without people coming cracking down on us? Or?
I mean, this podcast, I'll be straight with you guys. I like to keep it a little loose around here. You know, they're gonna come canceling me before they come canceling y'all.
Absolutely. We didn't follow the rules to exactly the way we were supposed to. You know what I mean? We thought we were doing things. It's hard for
athletes.
Absolutely, it's really hard.
Doing the best you can.
Yeah. So even getting ready for my first fight, like, what are you supposed to do? You just stay at home and hit the bag? Like, no, it's just not possible to do that. So.
Yeah, combat sports face a very serious hurdle with COVID. It's like, you know, no, I'm sorry, I kind of have to be up in your business. Like, there's no other way about it. Whether it's sparring or whether it's a coach or, there's really no way around it. So it was very hard for a lot of the athletes, we've been talking to, myself included. Now, what is sort of the biggest lesson, Mitchell, that you've had kind of is learning as you go, I guess, as a manager? What's some of the biggest lessons you've had to kind of work through so far?
There's been quite a few. Just learning to be kind of not like I don't even know what I'm trying to say, but just being like a caring, listening kind of manager. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm not in the same town as them anymore, so everything I have to do is remote. Everything I do is with a video or a call or a text message. So really making sure I'm on the ball with understanding if we got to the point, like, hey, if I didn't understand something in the message, I make sure I make a call, or if something's important, then maybe I shouldn't send a text message, and maybe I should call, making sure they get my emails, and, the managerial stuff, and then also making sure, like I said earlier, talking to the right people, because we've already unfortunately ran into some bad actors, and it was a hard part in our young journey, but we've persevered, thankfully, and we're here now, and we're ready for the next stage. I know these guys are ready for the next stage. Ty juggles his boxing. Ty juggles Javon's coaching and sparring. Like, he also goes and with a Muay Thai WBC cruiserweight champion, Paul Martin, and goes with him in his corner for his fight. So Ty's like just super dedicated, and it's just watching these guys helps me because I can see what they're doing, and I'm like, okay, I got to keep going. I got to keep pushing. I got to make sure everything's ready. Yep, I'm ready. Let's make sure they're ready. And it's just been, like you said, learning on the fly, making sure I'm up to par with what I want to happen here. I like to take a lot of credit for putting the team together, but obviously Javon's his own fighter, Ty's his own coach in his own gym, and I'm my own guy on a computer, right? So.
Right. Yeah. Now, have you already picked out your Eddie Hearn 3-piece suit for July 16th, or what? Are we going to see you in a bow tie?
No.
Are you going to make a big old gold
keep it pretty
chain
liberal.
or something?
Keep it pretty liberal. I don't know. I'm not much of a suit and tie guy, but we'll see how it comes.
All right. Okay, well, maybe big old gold chain,
Might have some nice
jacket
shoes.
or something.
Might have some nice shoes if you're lucky.
Oh, got some Jordans with a suit.
We'll see.
Awesome. Now, Javon, throwing it back to you. Apart from basketball and boxing, what other things you like to do? What's your moonlight? How do you spend your time when you're not in the gym?
Honestly, so over on this side we have a big family. We have a big family. Yeah.
How big?
Oh,
how big?
I have my fiance here. I have my 3 kids, and
fiance / tech support. I heard her earlier. She's tech support.
This is true.
What's her name?
Kayla.
Shout out, Kayla. Thanks for your help.
Shout out. There you go, for sure. Honestly, though, my kid, that's another thing. Like I should have said earlier, my kids keep me young, man.
Yeah.
Like, it's amazing. Like, the family that I have, my oldest son's 11 years old. I have a 5-year-old and a 6-year-old, and hang out with them as much as I can. I have a roofing business, you know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, I stay busy. I have that strength, in that heat all day. But honestly, other than that, like, the big family means like a bunch of friends, like these guys, try to have fun whenever we can. Like, that's what I do. That's what I do.
Wicked. So you find time to have a roofing business, be a full-time dad of 3, and then be a professional athlete at the same time.
Yeah.
And then Ty, you're balancing cornering, coaching, sparring, multi-sport, different athletes.
Yeah.
This is insane. So how much coffee are y'all drinking?
See, that's the thing. Honestly, that's the thing I love about our team. Like, when we walked out of that first fight, guys, like, I think a lot of people were looking at us not as like a joke, because I mean, we're in a pro. This is pro. So I mean, maybe people did, maybe people didn't, but I think we definitely walked out of that tunnel and we had a different look on us. We looked young. We didn't look prepared. Everyone was I don't know. That's what I feel. And then when everyone tells our backstory, like, I feel like it wasn't a joke or anything. I just feel like people weren't taking us serious. But I'm telling you, these 2 here, and then I got my other guy, Jared Harrod. It's wild, man. Our team, we're a team. So if anyone tries to say anything different, like, we just shrug our shoulders. It is what it is. But
so do you feel like this sort of like sets people up to kind of call you the underdog? Like, do you think you get that sort of label?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
And does that motivate you? You're like, let me show you.
Yes, it actually 100% did. And, the trash talking did a little bit. We had some trash talking at us, and our team doesn't do that. We don't do that. I mean, if people want it, you go somewhere else. Go look at it somewhere else. We might make a little joke, but it definitely fueled us up a lot. And I would just so focused, man. We all are. So, yeah, I think that's a pretty scary thing about us, to be honest.
Wicked. I love that. Love that kind of humble, professional, but business, right? Like, we don't have to say anything. We'll just show you.
Exactly.
We'll show
Absolutely.
you.
Exactly.
And a lot of hard work ethic I'm sensing from your team very much. Now, let's talk about your kiddos. Are your kiddos going to get into boxing, or your kids ripping arm bars? Like, what's happening?
I actually try to get my 11-year-old into it. He's all into other things, girls and his video games, and so I think my daughter's the 5-year-old, the youngest, and she means business. I have some pictures and videos up there. She's ready to go. She'll be good. But they're amazing kids, man. Awesome. And I wouldn't be where I am without all these guys here, for sure.
Oh, awesome. Ty, any kids, fiancés, anything on your side over there?
No, just a dog.
None that we know about?
Yeah, none that we know about.
Come on.
She said keep it
dog.
going, so that was my shot. There you go.
Yeah, just the dog, right? Yeah. So what's the dog's name?
Absolutely, Champ.
Oh, fitting.
Yeah.
Fitting. And then Mitchell, you said you had a dog. What's your dog's name?
My dog's name is Rocco. I also have a 1.5-year-old son. He's almost 2 now.
Oh, wicked. Okay. And then any plans to put the gloves on him?
I don't think his mom will let him, but we'll try. I wouldn't mind.
I mean, I see both sides. Like, they're, CT is not fun. But
No.
I honestly, I think all kids should do some kind of martial arts. I think all kids should grapple, get into jiu-jitsu, and I think that you should learn how to strike. But
sure.
I mean, I do get it. I do get it, Mom. So this is, if she's watching this,
I always try to
she
tell
didn't
her
have my
that.
back.
I always try to tell her that learning how to box is different than learning how to punch someone in the face. And I was like,
Oh, absolutely.
You don't have to get in a fight, you know what I mean, to learn how to box, basically.
Yeah.
So we're trying to get the point across.
Absolutely. But then when you do get in a fight, it's really fucking handy.
It's not too bad.
It doesn't hurt.
They'd be able to kick my ass, though. I don't know about that.
Wicked. So what, Ty, what do you see in Javon that makes him a real threat to Benit?
I see a lot of things that he can bring to the table that it's going to be a tough night for Benit. I think his ability, his power, the way he moves his feet, I just think I've been in the ring with both of them, and I just think Junior's going to be a little bit too much for him on that night.
Oh, awesome. Well, we look forward to a really exciting fight then. And Javon, question for you, what makes Ty, what in him is irreplaceable for you in your corner?
Ty, oh my God. Everything, man. He's a great guy. Honestly, we met on the phone, and from there it was brothership from the start. And he'll push you. He'll definitely push you. He'll work you. He has a big heart too, man. Ty's a good kid, and that's straight up how it is. Actually, he didn't mention this, but I will. But that dog he has used to be my dog. I gave it to him. So.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's
okay. So you met on a phone call, and now he's got your dog. This sounds like an ex-boyfriend situation here.
There's a new movie coming out soon.
I walked into that one, eh?
Yeah, you did, which we know is not the case. But
I got the good end of that deal.
Yeah, 100%. So, one, how did that phone call start? What was the context? 2, why do you have his dog?
Yeah, so Mitch was looking for some sparring partners for me, and he actually found him. So that's a question for him. But then we started talking right away once I got his number, and I think we sparred 5 days after that or something like that, and it was just that's it.
Nothing like punching someone in the face to meet them, eh? That's the way to go.
For real.
Chemistry there.
Yeah. Yeah, except when it came to the dog. Poor dog. Okay, Mitch, well, back to the dog. I want to go back to the dog. Mitch, how did you meet Ty, or how did you find out about Ty, or what did you see that you were like, this is the guy I need to reach out to?
Actually, not. I didn't really know him at all. We know a guy. Everybody knows a guy named PJ that we all know, and I asked PJ if he knew anybody.
Shout out PJ if you're watching
this. Shout out PJ, and he recommended I reach out to Tyler's gym to ask the owner, Paul, who we now all kind of work with and affiliate with. We like to because he's the WBC Muay Thai champ. Let me shout it out again.
Shout out Paul.
But shout out Paul. And anyways, he just told me, Tyler would be willing to. So I just gave his number to Junior there, and the rest is history. I guess they hit it off pretty good, which I'm glad no one got like knocked out or something and got afraid not to get back in the ring, right? That would have been horrible.
Great pun though. Hit it off. Great pun.
Yeah, that was good. That was good.
Thanks. Okay, so back to the dog. What happened here?
So I had him for about 8 months, and again, like I said, big household, own business. He was super young when we got him, obviously, and it was a lot for me to handle. So I just tried and then I was just like, you know what, like he needs to go to a home that could do a little better than what I'm doing right now because it's not working. So man, he actually has another husky, and he just said he'll take him. So easy as that.
Oh, wicked.
Yeah.
So you got 2 huskies over there, Ty.
I got 1 husky here. I babysit one like half the week.
Okay, sweet. So they kind of entertain each other.
Yeah, I got full custody of one and co-custody of another one.
Wicked. Oh, wow. And crazy.
Yeah.
I love it. So, Javon, I love asking different athletes about their S&C, their nutrition, stuff like that, because you're sort of the captain of your own ship over there.
Yeah.
What kind of S&C, like, program or philosophy do you follow in your camps and outside of your camps for your strength and conditioning?
Okay, so I'm actually going to give this one. There's a big part on my fiance. She helps out with the whole like food and trying to eat properly, and because
and connecting Bluetooth headphones and all that.
Yeah, that too. That's a huge part.
Talented lady, hold on to her.
I give her that, and honestly, I have my own drive with so there's 5 of us in our family. I have an older brother and 2 younger brothers and 1 sister, but we definitely push each other a lot, and like it helps that I have my own gym here in my house, and it's not easy for me to just get up or throw something on YouTube, watch me in Thai spar or watch a Canelo video or something like that to get motivated and just keep pushing. Like I said, these guys don't understand that we're hungry. We're hungry. Like we're here.
So when you go into your home gym, like, and did you build that home gym? Was that a COVID necessity? Were you kind of like, screw this, I'm building this, or did you have it before?
Kinda actually. I actually started getting everything when it started. So yes, that's true. And I have 5 bags down there, the speed bag, everything. Like I really have everything down there I need. So we got a good spot out here where we live too. Lots of places to run and do our own thing. So
cool.
Definitely.
So is there any particular programming you follow, or do you kind of just go to the gym and whatever you're feeling like that day, is it?
So when I started off at the arena down here, they showed me a lot. I've definitely went every day, and I was just following stuff I learned from there. And then I'd have people over here, I'd try to teach them, and then, they would throw in a little bit of things that they know and what they learned. Like we said, we come from a big family of boxing too. My other guy who's not here in their corner, his name's Jared Harrod. His brother used to be the Canadian champion too. So we have help. Like they said, Paul, he's a champion, and we definitely have help. So there's just routines that I've been told. There's things I do myself. There's things I just learn on the fly, and
cool.
I feel like it works. I feel like it works. But again, there's a lot more to it. So.
That's the saying that comes to mind is it takes a village. Like it seems like a really collaborative effort of people that clearly believe in you. And
Facts.
I mean, just based on the character and the motivation and the things you're up against too. Like I can see why everyone's like, all right, this is no joke. And obviously your record's proving that, you're in it to win it. And, coming out of the gate with 3 knockouts like that too. I mean, I can see why there's people lining up to be collaborative with you and to support you in your journey. So very exciting and very, very, very excited to watch you fight as well.
Appreciate it.
And I've we had Benit on our last show, and obviously being from Vancouver, I'm very familiar with the Beaslas and Benit. And so I'm Switzerland over here, but I'm very excited to see this fight. I'm here for the boxing. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what kind of nutrition stuff? Let's ask this question. If you weren't in camp and you could eat anything you wanted, what are you eating?
I'm a spaghetti guy.
What?
I love spaghetti.
That was not what I expected.
I'm telling you, I could make a mean spaghetti too. So.
Oh shit! Okay, I was thinking like a big old sloppy burger or something. Okay, Ty, what about you? Are you? Do you try to, tailor your diet to make Javon feel good when he's in camp, or are you just
absolutely not? No. Are you kidding?
You're like,
no. What?
Do you even hide it, or you just eat it right in front of him?
I'm so obnoxious. No, when I'm out of camp.
There's a funny story about that actually, because we just did Junior's weigh-ins at one of his fights, and Ty had like 2 weeks to go for one of his fights, so he couldn't eat. But Junior was like, I just weighed in, so I'm eating everything, and Ty had to sit there eating like salad, while Junior just ate like 5 plates of pancakes and fruit, and it was hilarious.
It's a miserable time, but no, when I'm out of camp, I'm eating like pizza, burgers, fries, cookies, and like and like maybe 1 or 2 beers here and there.
Yeah, one or two. So when you're in camp, what's the meal of choice at the Blackstock family home there?
Oof. In camp, you know what? We do a lot of chicken and like rice or quinoa and stuff like that. So I actually went to school for culinary arts. So yeah, exactly. So once I was done that, yeah, I know, right? Once I was done that, I mean, I actually didn't, continue with it after college. And now I have a roofing business. I went into framing for 10 years. So, I just stick to the basics. I mean, the chicken, rice, quinoa, salad, stuff like that. I mean, but spaghetti is definitely on that list for sure.
So when you said spaghetti, I pictured I just went full stereotype. I was like, I was thinking like the man cave and like there's dishes everywhere and there's just like noodles and then the sauce and it's just like
meatball on the carpet.
Yeah, exactly. Like eating it off the counter, and I was thinking even worse. But you actually probably make a banging spaghetti.
Oh, I do, and we keep it clean over here. Like I said, culinary arts, you have to clean as you go. So I mean, I know what I'm doing in the kitchen. Trust me.
Yeah. Okay, it's just crazy. All right. Love it. So okay, so you're like the whole package. You're like the athlete who can like fix your roof and make a spaghetti.
That's actually how I got Kayla. I told her that.
Kayla, nice work, girl.
Yeah.
Nice work. But also she like helps you with your Bluetooth speakers and so she's like she's a diamond. So okay, amazing. What are some of the biggest hurdles that you've had to overcome in your athletic career, Ty?
Biggest hurdles that I have to overcome?
Yeah, what are the hardest things you've been through as an athlete?
Just the injuries that come along with training camps. Like that's the most brutal thing, especially coming from Muay Thai. I went into a fight one time with 9 broken toes, a torn quad, and a broken nose. And then you have to fight through all that. So switching over to boxing was like a breath of fresh air because they're only going to punch you, and that's about it. So it's a nice switch, but I think the biggest thing is just the injuries. Trying to go through a full fight camp and come out healthy 100% is just, I don't know, it's so difficult. Something that I've never been able to get through quite yet, but you just learn to live with it.
And you were mentioning grappling before. You do some jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, I trained jiu-jitsu till I was like 19. I got a blue belt or something like that.
Cool. Yeah. Now here's a question, one jiu-jitsu player to another. What do you find fucks you up more, jiu-jitsu or boxing?
Oh, boxing. By far.
Really?
Oh my God.
I disagree completely.
No, why are you disagreeing?
Because I come to jiu-jitsu and I'm like just like my shins are battered. Like I'm like, you know, I'm like getting elbowed in the face and kicked in the head. And then I'm getting stapled to the floor by someone who's like 190 pounds. And then I've got like some bow and arrow choke and my trachea is ripping out of the side of my head. Boxing, I'm like, all they're doing is punching me. This is so much more simple. And I've been hit far less in boxing than I've been hurt in jiu-jitsu. So
well,
that's
sounds
interesting.
like you're a better boxer than you are at jiu-jitsu.
Hey,
Maybe.
Mitch, I'm about to mute you. All right?
I did, bud.
I'm just fine about, but I mean, it's just interesting because it's like, it's just this, like, there's so many more elements to it. So I was interested to see your opinion if you confirm or denied my suspicion, but, okay, boxing. Javon, what's some of the biggest hurdles you've had to go through early on in your amateur career that you learned that made you stronger for your pro career?
Yeah, for sure. So he's right. I actually tore my ACL too in both of my knees. So I mean, that's a pretty terrible injury to come back from. And you know, like same story. Like high school, actually tore it and then played on it, and it just didn't make it too good. But yeah, they took care of me after for a full summer. But I feel like injuries is a huge part. But on my end too, it's like trying to juggle everything that I have going on in my life and trying to make everything work. Like, again, a big family, my business, trying to like find business, like, you know, try to keep everyone happy and stuff like that is, I think that's huge. I think it's very huge. There's not enough time in the day for it, but I make it work, I feel. So it's, yeah.
A good lesson that I think he learned in his amateur career was that his only loss, right? He was 4-1, so to get, at least have that feeling of like, I wanted to be better, I wanted to do better. I feel like I could. I know it's not regret, but I'm saying that drive to do it better next time, right? Yeah. And obviously we've been undefeated since that loss, so it's been great.
Yes, sir.
Mitch, what does We Made It look like for you? Paint me that picture.
What does We Made It?
The belt.
Yeah, a championship belt.
Some hardware?
There's no other way we'll start with the Canadian belts because that's where we got to start, and then we'll work our way up from there. Because if you're not working for the championship, what are you working for, right? It's not. We don't play boxing. It's not what you do. You're going to get hurt. You got to be able to devote your time and your effort. And we already know that Javon's fully committed. Like, we've already had 2 fights this year, and we got a third one before July. You know what I mean? Or in July. Like, that's a pretty. We're going. Let's go. He wants to go. We want to go. We want to get there. We think this is a logical next step too, right? His first fight, he had a knockout, and second fight, 4-round decision. Next step, let's go up against, I believe Bisla's top 5 ranked light heavyweight in Canada, something like that. So we'll take the challenge. There's going to be no regret when anything we do. We're going to come in there and leave it all in the ring, and it's just going to be. It's going to be fun. I think it's going to be awesome.
So
I really enjoy the corner game. It's something I'm learning.
Wicked. Step 1 to some champion hardware. Javon, what does I Made It look like to you? Paint me the picture as detailed as you can. Like, what are you driving? What kind of spaghetti noodles are you buying? All the whole thing.
That's actually a good question because we actually live in a 3-story house now, and before that, it was hard, man. We were in like a basement apartment with a bathroom in the kitchen, and just, oh man, it was hard. So We Made It means like this hard work that I put in, that she's put in, that my family's helped me put in, and we just keep pushing. So definitely gonna put our all into this fight and bring what we got. Like in our last fight there, like Mitch said, so my first one knockout, and then when I watched my last one at home, I heard the commentators say something like they were starting off with, Javon started off with a shatter and knockout in his first round, but I hope he doesn't go into this one thinking he's going to do that every time. And I was way past that already. I'm not going to go in any fight again thinking, okay, this is what's going to happen. Like my first one, I'm going to knock everyone out. That's crazy. So like, you just learn so much, and like watching that fight, I'm like, oh my God, there's so much things I could do better. There's so much things I've learned already just from watching it. So like, we are pushing to be, the top guys in this like in the light heavyweight, and if I have to move up or down, sure. Well, let's not say down. I hate cutting weight.
Bro, we can go down.
If I have to go up, no, I hate cutting weight. Let's not go to that question or anything like that.
Whatever leads to more spaghetti is probably
Yeah, exactly. But like, just the drive and what we've came from to now, and the hard work, and a lot of people say it, man. We were walking places. I was literally borrowing cars to work. When I had my business, I was borrowing cars. Now we have 2 cars. I have a truck. I have a big trailer. Like,
so compared to what you've experienced, you're almost like, like it's like you could already say I've made it, and then the next level you're gonna look back and go say I made it, and then you know it's you're already on that path.
Is, whatever happens in this fight, it happens. It is what it is. But like, we've definitely been pushing for the best outcome. So like, oh man, I forgot to mention the strongest person in my life for sure is my mom, and she's a definition of hard work, and she made it, and so we're no give up here. We're ready to go.
What's mom's name?
Sonia.
Shout out Sonia.
Shout out to Sonia for sure.
You've made a champion here, Sonia. Now, Ty, do you find like is your heart and your mind sort of switching a little bit more to coaching and cornering, or are you still foot on the gas pedal for your own pro career?
I'm pretty dedicated to sport in all aspects. Like, of course, I want to be as best as I can be as a competitor, but I want to be as best as I can do in the corner as well when it comes to my fighters. So,
and how do you find that juggle? Because each one almost takes 100%.
Yeah.
So how do you manage that?
When I have fighters coming up, my focus is completely on them, and then when my fights are coming up, I got to be really selfish. My focus has got to be on me. Everybody understands that when I'm in the gym, so it's never a big issue. So when my coach has fights coming up, I corner him, I go coach him, and then vice versa. So
now, what does I made it look like for you, Ty?
Just being happy.
Good answer. Good answer. I love it. Okay, cool. So I always like to, now I'm going to start messing with you guys. I always like this part.
That's good.
Okay, so first question, I'm going to keep it with Ty. Ty, fantasy matchup between Javon and any boxer from the past. Can't be a current boxer. It can be a past historical boxing figure, if you will. Your Eddie Hearn fantasy matchup, go.
Against anybody?
Anyone from the past.
Okay, easy.
Like retired or passed on into greener rings.
Wow. Good.
Evander Holyfield.
Oh, okay. Okay, so keep it there. Why do you think that would be an epic fight? Like, what do you think Javon brings to a fight with Evander Holyfield that would be show-stopping?
So
nothing.
Evander is like the reason why I started in combat sports. Like, that's my biggest inspiration, my favorite fighter of all time. I think he's the greatest of all time. And then I would just want to put my brother in the ring so I could step back and enjoy boxing at its finest.
And then would you corner him in that fight?
No.
He's ringside.
I want to sit back and enjoy that one.
Wicked. Okay, Mitchell, same question to you.
Yeah, probably Marvin Hagler. I can't remember fucking how to pronounce his last name.
Yeah, Marvin Hagler. Marvelous.
We all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. That'd
be a banger, and I think it'd be another beauty storyline because Marvin was the underdog in pretty much his whole life, never given a shot really, right? And had to fight for everything compared to others in that era. And I just feel like they'd bang it out with all their heart in that ring, and it'd be another one I'd want to sit by the ringside and watch.
Wicked. I think I'd be with you. Now, the way you're talking about Hagler right now makes me think you've seen the documentary, The Four Kings.
Yeah. Sure have.
All right. Anyone, I've talked about this a couple times on the podcast. I'm like, anyone who hasn't seen that, don't stop wasting your life. Stop wasting your life and just go stick it on.
You're not even involved in boxing if you haven't watched that. So
do you even like
that?
boxing?
Was my homework to become a manager.
Perfect. I mean, Don King's in there. Yeah,
everybody.
It's the best of the best. Yeah. Okay, cool. So let's go back to Ty. Current boxer. Doesn't even have to be in this division. Let's pretend it's like crazy open weight category. Who would you have Javon fight?
Dimitri Bivol.
Love B-ball.
That's a good fight.
I won a lot of
That
money
would be
off when he
great.
fought Canelo, so I was pretty proud of that one. So you know what?
Did you?
You know what? Let's throw Junior in there with him and let's see what happens.
Wow. Honestly, though, I have a suspicion
like
that
that one.
had Canelo not gone vegan, you would have won a little bit less money. So
I guess we'll
shout
never
out to the
know.
vegans.
I guess we'll never know.
Never know. Okay, Mitchell, same question. Current boxer.
Probably Canelo, just because he's amazing and Junior's amazing, and it would be an amazing thing to see those two in the ring together. Like a fantasy to me, basically. I don't know.
Wicked. That's the point. It's your fantasy matchup.
Yeah.
Okay, Javon, who would you match tie with, boxer from the past?
Oh, from the past. I'm gonna say Fraser.
They're hurting each other now.
No, I'm not actually. That'd be good. That'd be good.
And
honestly,
then would you corner, or would you be at ringside with like a shot of tequila? Like
I
Ty
should
was?
say no, like he said it, but no, I would 100% corner him for that.
Okay.
100%. Yeah.
Okay, wicked. And then why don't we just go current boxer versus Ty? Who would it be?
Oh, for Ty, probably Anthony Yard. I like him. I like him. You guys know?
Yeah.
Anthony,
Not familiar.
Oh no, he's
Yard.
he's very good. Yeah.
Okay, and why?
Oh my God, because Yard's a thick frame, thicker than me, but he's like a thick frame, and I just think Ty would, try to put it on him, and let's see what happens. I mean, this guy has some good skills in there, so I think it'll be good. It'll be awesome. Yeah.
Okay, Mitchell, who are you matching with? Who are you matching Ty with from the past here?
I'll just say Ali, just so you could get a chance to fight the great one. I don't know if you can learn much else from anybody else better than fighting Muhammad Ali.
Okay, cool, great. And then what about current boxer?
Oh, God. For you, Ty, do you want Lomo? You want Lomachenko?
Usyk.
You want Usyk? Okay, you can have Usyk if you want.
Oh, Usyk's one of my absolute favorites.
I heard Lomachenko, though.
They're trying to set up a rematch between Joshua and Usyk.
Yeah.
I've heard talk about this.
September.
I mean, do we want to watch Joshua get spanked again? Like, here's my prediction: is that his, well, maybe, but I think his fireworks display is going to be a little bit shorter this time.
You think?
Yeah.
You remember that last time? It was like
I think he's
I'm like, is this guy going to get in the ring? Like, and also, like, you better win because, I mean, Mitch, like, what are you going to spend like $600,000 on a fireworks display and be like, hey, son, you better win.
Well, depending on what contract you're giving me, we might. I don't know.
Anybody who knows anything about boxing should have known what was coming in that fight.
I know. I just like anyone that. I mean, I'm a big Usyk fan, though. I was totally biased with that one.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I figured that was going to be a walkover, and it pretty much was.
Yeah.
Now, who did you guys have? The Haney Cambosos. Who did you guys take on that?
Skip.
I took Camboso. I'm not a big Haney fan.
And how much money did you lose to Ty?
No, I didn't bet.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm just not a Haney fan.
Okay. Now, okay. So it's you're in the gym. You're walking through the doors. You're going down to is your gym in your basement or is it your garage or what are we talking here?
In the basement, yeah.
Okay, so you're heading down the stairs. You're connecting the Bluetooth speaker. What do you have? What's first on the shuffle? What do you like to work out to music-wise?
So I'm a big EDM fan, to be honest, and that pumps me up a lot. But like when I'm hitting the bag and stuff like that, I like to go a little deep, some rap, some old school rap, because the new school is kind of,
Okay, well, hit me. Like, who are we talking here? Are we talking Wu-Tang?
R.I.P. DMX. He gets anybody pumped up, I think.
Yeah.
Wu-Tang definitely for sure too. A lot of old stuff like that too.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. And what about you, Ty? What's on your shuffle?
A lot of like Katy Perry, Mariah Carey, things like that.
Stop playing with me.
I'm so happy you told me.
What's that? Oh, I am telling the truth. Oh, yeah, I am telling the truth. Why would I lie to you?
Ask him what his walkout song was in his last fight.
What was my walkout song?
No, hold on one second. Hold on.
You don't remember?
No, what was my walkout song in my last fight?
Oh, it wasn't Katy Perry, but it was Ain't No Mountain High Enough.
Oh, yeah, by Marvin Gaye. Yeah.
Okay, well, I almost have a little bit of respect for that. No, I'm actually sweating. I'm sweating. So hold on, go back. Katy Perry so you're a badass from multiple disciplines. You got 2 huskies and an orange jacket hanging up back there, and Katy Perry is what you're hanging on.
And an orange jacket, she says.
I got nothing to be ashamed of, for sure.
Wow, he's a confident man. All right.
What do I got?
Okay. Yeah. I mean, who was it? Matt's like Wizard of Oz. He's listening, but he's behind the curtains here. Who was it saying? who was saying that Taylor's T Swift? Oh, it was Terrence Valoria was saying Taylor Swift was on his like too, and like Harry Styles. I'm just like, bro, really?
Hey, that pumps some people up, man. I mean, people they get jacked up for a lot of stuff. Like I actually found this song and it's from this guy named Tokyo Myers, and he plays the piano, and there's like no lyrics. Well, I mean, I think there might be like a couple soft ones, but it's called Bloodstream, and it's a bunch of pianos, and then it like blows up, goes kind of hard, and that's wicked to me. Like that, I literally might walk out to that one of these days and just
see. I'm trying to imagine this song because you said soft lick pianos and blows up hard in the same sentence, and I just really have.
My God. All right, so there we're going. Okay, yo, I like it. I love it.
I have no idea. Are we still talking about music though? First, okay.
I'm deleting you off Instagram
now. What is this podcast?
I know. I thought we were talking.
Okay, so I gotta write this down. What's this song called? Because I'm gonna judge you later.
Bloodstream.
Bloodstream.
Yeah.
Speaking of Bloodstream, let's talk about Bloodsport. What are your favorite boxing movies? Hit me.
Oh, that's a good question.
Rocky.
Honestly, who said Rocky?
Hey, I have a Rocky tattoo.
Where? Is it accessible or is it inappropriate?
After I cut weight, I'll show it to you. But right now.
Okay, he's shy. Okay.
Honestly,
favorite boxing movie.
The Rockies are good, but I mean, it's just they're super out of hand. I'm a Creed guy because it's a little more realistic, and I'd probably say Creed. There's not too many like crazy good ones out there. But
Southpaw's good.
This is the thing, though.
Matt.
Southpaw's good.
No,
I'm gonna mute you. Right now.
Is that Cinderella Man? Is it Cinderella or Cinderella Story?
Cinderella Man.
Cinderella Man was actually pretty good.
I like that one.
It was pretty good, but we decided that
or Rocky.
Yeah, and I like Raging Bull, and I liked The Hurricane.
$1 Million Baby.
The Hurricane is very good, actually.
Loosely about boxing, but it was really.
Undisputed's good with Wesley Snipes. That one's pretty good. He's in jail and stuff. Have you seen that?
Have we heard about this one yet, Matt?
Undisputed. Watch that one. Wesley Snipes and Vin. Oh,
Snipes.
I'm the first for everything, baby.
Okay.
Wesley Snipes and Vin Rames. Yeah, it's really good.
Wow. Okay.
Oh
my God.
Zero.
We had some like good Steven Seagal stories of like, I mean, just like him like beating up stunt people like just unreasonably. Like he'd be like, okay, punch me in the face, and then the guy, no, slower, and so the guy's punching him really slow, and he just fucking like rips out his head or something. Like he's just insane. Shit. Like I've heard some just horror stories, but I also Steven Seagal loves. Steven Seagal. Shout out Steven Seagal. If you're watching this, I'd love to have you on the podcast, and I would ask you why you're really mean to stunt people.
Send me an email.
That's who I want to fight next.
Yeah, fantasy matchup, Ty versus Steven Seagal. I don't know. I feel like Jean-Claude Van Damme's like an actual badass, though.
That's my boy. Yeah, no one talks
shit.
He's an actual.
No, I mean the guy like true or false. Did he actually do the splits on 2 semi trucks, or was that fully CGI?
That's gotta be
that commercial.
No comment.
I mean. It couldn't be real. Oh, okay, wait, and let's get Mitch in there too, because who plays Mitch as the promoter?
Oh.
Okay. As a promoter. Leo.
Oh, Leo, he's so
that's
popular
my boy.
on this podcast.
That's great pick.
I would go with Chris Farley
or Brad Pitt.
Plays you or plays Mitch?
Plays Mitch.
I mean, the disparity between Chris Farley and Brad Pitt here is quite. Casting's got their work cut out for them. Okay, so who plays Javon in a boxing movie?
Morgan Freeman.
I give it to Wesley Snipes.
Yeah.
I give it to Wesley Snipes.
I'd say Will Smith. I'll slap the shit out of people.
Will Smith?
That's true.
Wicked. I mean, he should consider a career change right about now. He might be perfect for the sport. Will, if you're out there.
I'm pretty short. Maybe Kevin Hart.
Martin Lawrence would be all right. Martin Lawrence would do all right.
That's a good one. I like Martin.
Kevin Hart's got some hands.
He's too short.
Martin Lawrence got in the ring with Tommy Hearns, so for sure Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
Oh man, okay. And then who plays Ty? Like, what are we thinking here?
Oh my God.
That's Jonah Hill.
Oh boy.
That was for the Chris Farley.
No, you're that Russian guy from the Rocky movie. That's totally who would play you.
Dolph. What about Dolph Lundgren?
That's the name, yeah. I would say him.
I'd be cool with that.
The Dolph.
Or Leonard Nimoy.
I'd be cool with that. Leonard Nimoy.
Yeah. Just no emotion Ty.
Yeah.
Classic Steven Seagal or like nowadays Steven Seagal?
Oh, man.
Ooh.
Classic.
Neither, if I got a choice.
Yeah.
Neither. Terrifying. Man, that's hilarious. I love it.
Who would play you in a movie if they did a movie about Empire boxing?
Whoa.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Man, they couldn't cast someone great. Sandra Bullock, before or after all the plastic surgery?
Yeah, it's a difficult one.
Because have you seen her lately?
No.
J-Lo, maybe?
I'm so happy. I'm so sad. It doesn't move. Like, nothing moves. So I don't know. I mean, like, who could cast as me? I mean, it would end their career. I'm a career ender. I'm a career ender, for sure.
Jennifer Lawrence.
I know Jennifer Lawrence. Yeah. I could, maybe. I'll take it. I just had to picture it for a second.
She's kind of a badass.
Because there's new Jennifer Lawrence. Oh, right. Yes. Okay.
Hunger
so she
Games,
was from
Jennifer
Hunger
Lawrence.
Games.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Kind of a badass, maybe. I don't know.
She lived.
That's also assuming. Yeah. That's also assuming I'm not just full of smoke and I'm actually just a giant softie. So that's true. Matt knows the truth, but he'll never tell anybody. Wickeds. So, Javon, this has been an absolute pleasure to have you on the podcast. And I have to say, like, I'm very, this is probably one of my favorite things about doing this is we like to laugh, we like to have fun, shoot the shit about boxing. And, but ultimately what we're here to do is learn about you and your story and what makes you unique. And I have to say, I'm very impressed with the perseverance and the tenacity, despite a million things that would shut a lot of people down and make them kind of sit back in their living room with their family and go, what am I doing? And is it worth it? And, like a lot of things that would make a lot of people question how many pots of coffee they need and, how many pep talks they could get, So I have to say that your dedication and your perseverance are very admirable. And,
I appreciate it.
And I personally am really excited to see the reflection and the product of all of that hard work and that dedication in the ring on July 16th.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a pleasure getting to know you. And I think probably another great part of that is just seeing you guys and your dynamic together and how each of you contributes to each other's personal life as well as their professional life, their sport life, and also as you guys as friends. And the coolest part about this too is of your, the connection between all of y'all is you didn't even I guess Mitch and Javon, you guys kind of grew up together, but I mean, Ty, you were a I know a guy phone call. I love when the I know a guy works out, right? Like I know this guy, and then all of a sudden he's like, bring him into the fold. He's now my brother. And I think that's super cool. So, I got a hunch that you guys have an incredible future in boxing waiting just around the corner for you. And we're really, really happy to be part of that.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys very much because this is obviously the huge opportunity for us in the next step in our
this
in
is
our,
actually
where we
one
want
of
to
the
go.
coolest things I did in a long time. So this is dope, man. Like I'm actually I was excited all day for this, and
Wicked.
I'm pumped. I was pumped to do this for sure.
Wicked. And then next up is going to be Van City. Y'all be stepping off the plane. Yeah, absolutely. Good. Well, we're gonna put on a hell of a show, and I know you and Benit are gonna put on a hell of a main event. And if you haven't had a chance to follow Javon on social media, please do keep up with him and Ty and Mitch and their whole team and support them, because ultimately what we want to do is we want to grow Canadian boxing, and we want to support the athletes, and everybody wins if everybody's in each other's corners, really. And grab your tickets to the event, come and support these incredible athletes doing their thing, and we can't wait to shake your guys' hands in person.
Nice. That's what's up. I appreciate it. I appreciate
you guys very much.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, absolutely.
And shout out to Danny Mac too for getting a hold of me about this opportunity as well.
Shout out Danny and Dan, both of those guys, the Danny Dans. Yeah, the Danny Dans doing what they do, making things happen, and giving us incredible matchups that we can all look forward to. So thanks again, guys. This has been episode 7 of Empire Boxing's podcast. Stay tuned for more. Give these guys a follow. Get your tickets to the event. Don't sleep on Canadian boxing, because I have a feeling this shit's about to blow up.
Make sure to listen, follow, and subscribe to Empire Boxing on Apple, Spotify, and YouTube.